I don't know what's driving me totally. I'd have to lay on a couch and talk to somebody about that.
Opening Soon follows the true story of a restaurateur's vision from concept to opening night.
It's not up to you to make that decision.
You didn't make
You made a decision.
You didn't make any decision.
Hello? I don't want to fail, and I don't want to allow people to sort of enjoy on the big guy slipping a little bit. I'm perfectly capable of failing. The design process is the absolute probably reason I'm doing this. It's the most fun to create.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For a long time, the city's culinary claim to fame was a steak sandwich with onions and cheese. But that was before the rise of Stephen Starr. He's blunt.
We're going to answer it, because if we go by your philosophy, the restaurant will never open.
He's impatient.
Yeah. Just do it.
And he's demanding.
I understand it, but you may have to compromise a little bit. You.
He's also one of the most successful restaurateurs in North America. In 10 years, Starr has opened 10 restaurants in and around Center City and made downtown Philly a dining destination.
I think some days people will look back at these restaurants and say they didn't cure any sickness or anything, but it changed the landscape of Philadelphia and the way people think of Philadelphia as a city.
His properties are high-concept hotspots inspired by a love of design and popular culture. Modern Asian at Budokan, 70s comfort food at Jones, space sushi at Pod, and cutting-edge Japanese at Morimoto.
I don't know what's driving me totally. I'd have to lay on a couch and talk to somebody about that.
$60 million in annual sales might have something to do with it. That and an all-consuming drive to create the next big thing. Stephen's latest project, already 4 months behind schedule, is Washington Square.
Back here, this is the reason why I even did this project, the garden. On the perimeters will be sort of lounge seating, ivy along this wall. Very, very cool, very sexy place to hang out. And then you see you got this beautiful park here, and we're gonna have outdoor seating on the sidewalk also, which we have approved already. To have a garden like that outdoors on a park in a city, it's very difficult to get.
The inside will be equally impressive. 3 rooms with contrasting color schemes.
The first room is more of a dining room, last room's a dining room, and this is the more loungy of the 3 rooms.
To design his $2.2 million project, Stephen has hired David Rockwell, a world-renowned architect, famous for his sense of theater and rich material and color.
We were inspired by the way the space feels almost sliced in between 2 other buildings, right? It's kind of like a slice of the city, and it led to this design strategy of contrasts, of dissimilar things that rub up against each other, and that's where the interest is.
But Stephen's not an easy guy to satisfy.
You think it's going to be sexy? The back room? What room do you want to eat in?
I want to eat in this room.
Do you still feel good if those cage things are going to look cool?
They're going to be fabulous.
Right. I think I'm relentless in the process. I keep banging away at everybody involved. I keep playing devil's advocate with myself.
I think Stephen is a curious human being, and the challenge is to keep that creative restlessness.
Stephen enjoys design so much that some critics claim his food takes a back seat. In this case, they might be right.
Washington Square's food concept is not clear yet. We just have to figure out exactly what kind of food.
To hammer out a concept, Stephen consults with his tried-and-true Star Restaurants think tank.
This other idea, a boutique steakhouse. What do you think?
It's cool. It'll work. As long as it's like a boutique-y thing, so it's not, you know, big steakhouse, leather club chairs, that kind of stuff.
When I walked into the restaurant, I felt like it was sexy, it was hip, it was, you know, cutting edge. I didn't feel steakhouse at all.
I didn't either.
The thing that people tell us all the time is that women would love to have a steakhouse that they feel more comfortable in, and they hate going to these traditional brass and dark woods steakhouses.
Is it home run, smash, boutique steakhouse? What a genius. Boom.
It's too serious of a food concept.
What, steak?
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing playful about it. I mean, this environment needs to be a little more amphibious.
But that's why I think it's not
Amphibious.
playful. You
Yeah,
make
like-
it playful. That's what you do.
I didn't think I was...
He can't say that,
All right, I didn't think I was getting away.
It's like The Sopranos. I am the boss. I think we have a sort of a friendly relationship with each other. Michael, I want to kill most of the time, but in the end, he's one of my guys, and I respect him.
It's not just
But that's
steaks.
my other steak.
It's shrimp cocktail. It's crab cocktail.
Well, maybe you don't call it. Then maybe you don't call it a steak.
Sure.
So I got to make a decision, like in the next 24 or 48 hours. We really need to decide. Well, we're no further along now than we were an hour ago. Every project, what's at stake is I don't want to fail, and I don't want to allow people to sort of enjoy on the big guy slipping a little bit. I'm perfectly capable of failing. This is the worst one in terms of its doneness to the staff.
I don't think it's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the middle of May and the Washington Square kitchen is almost done. The dining room isn't.
When will we have a restaurant that's finished, ivy, interior, furniture in place, lights on?
Third week of June.
Third week of June.
That's not what we've been planning on, Jim. I mean, we've been planning on finishing up the end of this month, having a restaurant that we can train. With respect to that other question, the interior versus the exterior, do you think we'll be
I think
finished
the
up?
exterior will be done before the interior.
Out here will be done because it's just a deck.
Just a deck.
I think you're being optimistic, and it's going to screw us up. Michael's the world's biggest optimist. If he were an oncologist, he'd say you have brain cancer and lung cancer, but I think it's going to be okay. So the timeline that you're giving everybody in the office is incorrect, and we have to review it. Can't just make this stuff up and hope. Can't go on hope.
Stephen has finally found a chef to create his food concept. The even better news, it's Marcus Samuelsson, star chef from New York hotspots Aquavit and Ringo. Born in Ethiopia and raised in Sweden, Marcus brings a unique global perspective to Washington Square.
The food for me is rooted in modern street food. Dishes that I've had around the world that I enjoy eating with my friends, but they're modernized, they're put into current date, and they're seen through my eyes. And they're presented in different ways. That's why they're not rooted in the country. It's global street food. It's global, modern street food.
Good morning.
Stephen is thrilled with the global street food idea.
I'm so jaded by all these concepts that I've seen and done. This makes me want to go here. It's just simple, and it sounds clean and healthy, and I think it's the right thing.
The problem is, Marcus is a busy guy. With 2 other restaurants and a cookbook on the go, it will be up to his protege, Eric Simeon, to run the Washington Square kitchen.
Marcus isn't here. I mean, this is basically my kitchen to run. I mean, I have to work with these guys, but I'm in charge.
And right now, he's in charge of impressing Stephen and his team. Not an easy task.
Yeah. In Africa, it's called an elephant ear. They pound it out flat, and they do a quick grill on it.
You're just saying that.
No, they don't use actual petit flavor. They use meat. It's a style of cooking.
It needs salt. It's bland.
This is the tuna tartare menu. Sea urchin vinaigrette, nice creaminess.
I love this. I could eat, like, I want a big bowl of it. A big cereal bowl of it. All right. Keep them coming. Hot dogs.
I don't use that much mustard in a month.
A little brioche bread that we slice thin.
I don't know.
There's no harmony.
Tastes moosey. Too moosey.
You're right, brother.
I love the way it sounds. I don't get it at all in reality.
When's Marcus coming back?
Sunday or Monday.
Where is he?
Sweden.
This needs a little bit of what I
His new
want.
cookbook kicks off this week.
It's not exactly what we wanted. Like, all these dishes should have been made 2-3 times already. And I'm going to call Marcus tomorrow in Sweden, and we'll have a little debate on it, and I think we'll figure it out.
It's 2 weeks till opening. Work on the patio is behind. Major progress has been made inside. but the bamboo cage designed for the front dining room has not yet been installed.
Staff starts when?
Wednesday.
It's terrible. Nothing's done. They're gonna look at this. And they're gonna go, that's it?
When they come Wednesday morning, there's tables and chairs that are gonna all be set up here. But this cage, we can't put it up.
Why?
He is really relentless about making it perfect, and that takes time.
The space will not look the way it's going to look to the public when the staff starts to train. And I have a giant issue, neurosis with that. Hi, guys. So what's your take on the place? It's not done. What do you think?
Elegant.
Okay. Huh?
Classy. Sexy.
Hire her. I like to blow them away first and let them be the first disciples to spread the word.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This is the worst one in terms of its doneness for the staff.
I don't think it's the worst.
It's the worst. This restaurant's opening is like 5 months late, and I'm paying rent. I'm paying $15,000 a month rent every month out of my pocket, and it's killing us. We have to get this open.
We're creating a place together. We're not out to get each other. We trust each other.
I trust Marcus as much as I trust any chef.
Washington Square is nestled in Philadelphia's historic downtown district and takes its name from the park it faces. The restaurant is open for lunch from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday, and from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays. Dinner is served from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sundays. Washington Square offers global street food, an eclectic array of international dishes. Appetizers cost from $5 to $13, main dishes range between $15 and $26, and desserts are priced from $5 to $7. The signature dish is foie gras ganache. The dish consists of warm foie gras ganache reduced in port, shallot sauce, and served with peach chutney. The price is $8. The bamboo cages are being installed in the front dining room.
We're really striving to be finished so we can train our staff properly. What we're really pushing on right now is the exterior, which is a good week behind this space. Out on the outside, we have to finish the installation of our bar. We have to finish the installation of our deck flooring. We've got ivy to put up on the walls. We want to be finished.
Stephen, however, is more worried about the food, even though Marcus is now on hand to oversee everything.
The one thing about the last tasting, it was a little precious.
Yeah.
We need it to be more real.
No, I get it.
All right.
Good.
5 days to opening, and the food is not right yet. And the tasting we had the other day, I got scared. So Marcus has got to whip it up into shape.
We have a lot of work to do. We gotta nail the dishes. I think 80% of the food is there. We gotta get the other 20% there. Either we have two small ramekin where the chip becomes here and the ramekin becomes the sauce right there. The problem here with this is that there's no line, there's no dip, there's no reason why they're here.
Eric now has to face an even tougher critique of his lobster hot dog.
This won't work. This won't work.
Back to the drawing board.
Can you put on a non-stick pan, please? You want to lift that out now, and then you pop that in the oven for about 2 minutes. Did you do it like this? Basically. That's a better tasting way. Yeah. Huh?
Stephen continues to weigh in on the menu.
I like the flavor of the rice before, right?
Yeah. It was just mushy.
It was mushy.
This is done very well. The only thing that people won't like about this is that it's oil. We're creating a place together. And knowing the comfort zone is that we trust each other, we're not out to get each other, we trust each other.
I trust Marcus as much as I trust any chef. I trust him, but I don't 100% trust anyone. I have to make sure it's okay. I mean, you have to trust the pilot when you get on an airplane, but do I trust the pilot? No.
patio is finally coming together. With a few aggravating exceptions, the patio lamps are too low to the ground.
You could hit your head on the lamps. That's the stuff that makes me crazy. Because you hire these people who are supposed to figure that stuff out. I mean, if you stand up, you hit your head, it's no good.
Other things are also driving Stephen crazy, like the whereabouts of the patio cushions.
Well, the cushions are here. I don't know, they're somewhere. Okay.
So you don't have the cushions for this?
But I have for Friday. I need to call and check and see. There was not a cushion order for these. It's not a problem to have them.
That's okay, but just tell me, you have them, you don't have them, you don't have them.
I don't have them.
See, if I don't ask, I wouldn't know.
Other crucial items are also missing.
We have no sort of seating right here? We have what, like a chair? Square, 8-foot black umbrellas, we need them right away. When did we order them? All right.
My stomach is churning. I'm like, haven't eaten or you can't keep anything down. It's bad. It's bad.
It's 8 hours to opening. The wind is high and the sky is ominously gray.
It's supposed to rain.
Intermittent thunder showers.
There's always things wrong. It's a necessary evil. Everyone comes up to you and tells you the way it should be. This, that. It just becomes like, I want to run away.
We need lighting levels adjusted. We need music adjusted outside. We need our gas lanterns fixed because we're having trouble with the wind.
Because of the porous lampshades, the gas flames are not sufficiently guarded from the wind.
That's right.
Who did this?
One man.
Who decided this? Hey, Julius.
Are we going to the place where we're going to put something in now, or are we just putting the globe
We're
up?
going to a bad place. It's not going to work.
Marcus is also feeling the pressure.
It's a little bit nerve-wracking because I want to change, still want to change some stuff. I realize I have to stop changing because we're actually opening now.
Stephen has to change his lighting strategy outside. Candles inside hurricane lanterns should withstand the heavy wind.
How come we're not set up out here? What time do we open?
It was about to rain.
Inside, the bamboo cage is being adjusted to accommodate the lights.
It's a nice hot spot. It's good.
Outside, lighting is still an issue. Some of the lanterns have disappeared.
That's I specifically got her to bring them here, and now they're returned. Because Greg Dodge said they don't work.
Nothing got returned. They're on the 3rd floor.
No, she's taking them back right now.
We just thought we think the whole thing looks a little weird. But we can,
It's not up to you to make that decision.
we didn't make.
You
any
made a decision.
We didn't make any decision.
Hello?
If you want it to be perfect, then it's a very difficult process to get to that place. My stomach is churning. I'm like, haven't eaten or you can't keep anything down. It's bad. It tastes bad.
It's 10 minutes to opening. The dining rooms are almost ready, and so, finally, is the patio.
The outside's a home run. There's no question in my mind. The inside's very sexy. Combined, I'm pretty sure we have a winner. It appears like it's a hit record, but you don't know until you play it on the radio and they decide to come. Hello, counselor.
I'm Meg's dad.
I
How
know
are
who you
Stephen?
are. Nice to see you.
Chicken, charcuterie, soft shell, calamari. You send over the lamb salad?
Tuna tartare was very good.
Wasn't great.
Everything was very, very good.
I don't feel like we're there. I think it's evolving thing. I'm proud of the food where we are today, but I know it's going to get better because we're working at it hard, you know.
Great. Congratulations, sir.
I like him.
Again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have a great sense of accomplishment within myself, but I completed it, and there's almost a sense after it's done of a little depression because it's over. I built it. The adrenaline was really creating it, watching it evolve. The evolution is a natural thing. It happens. And the end product is always better because of that evolution.
Find more at fineliving.com. Real information for real people.